Many of us see the homeless and walk on by, but Walter Jacobson took another path. He changed his clothes and his life and became one of our city's forgotten. Tonight in Walter's Mean Street Diary, a night he will always remember. It began at a North Side L station.
Welcome to my humble abode.
I arrived at 5 and I got to go at 6.
The shelters close at 6 because they don't want us to get used to hanging around. So it's back into the streets. Many of the homeless are well educated and spend the day at the cultural center. When I was there, they were keeping up on the Persian Gulf, waiting for their shelters to reopen. Andre is reading the gossip columns on Lower Wacker Drive.
Dorothy, Malone, Phil Collins, Marty Balin.
You know who they all are?
Just birthdays. I mean, celebrations. And this is O'Malley and Collins and Company. And it goes on with like cloud calls, cabinet makers, big jobs.
He also offers to share his resources with me.
Go get somewhere to get a sandwich and a bowl of soup.
Sounds like McDonald's.
McDonald's, right? That's okay.
I think I might have some gift certificates. Would anybody be interested in a gift certificate for me?
Yeah, I wouldn't take your gift certificate.
I mean,
This man's talking to me about where to get food. And then suddenly the subject and his mood change.
She be right here. She be right through here. She bring meals to everybody every Monday to Friday.
Why don't you go to the shelter? I thought the shelter was pretty comfortable.
Don't text me. Don't say little about me, no shelter. No shelter.
They don't go to shelters because they don't want the regimen or to attend church services that may be required. Many of the homeless want only to be alone. And then there are the homeless who seem always silent. They're willing to share their space, but not their thoughts.
Here, could you use a buck? No? I've been using your heat. I got one left.
give it to them all.
You got any?
Just some little more.
Yeah, here, come on, take it. I got one and you got one.
My kindness to him was soon returned when this young man handed me some spare change without my even asking. And my spirits were lifted again that night in, of all places, a nearly deserted elevated station.
Just have a seat, get warm, and you leave whenever you feel like leaving. Okay?
If not for acts of kindness like that once in a while, there are homeless in Chicago who might not make it through the winter. I came up here on North Broadway looking for a shelter in a field house for the Park District, one that had just been opened a couple of months on a strictly first-come, first-served basis. Most of the shelters are reserving spaces for their favorite homeless. Tomorrow at 10 o'clock, I learn what it's like not to be a favorite, how to survive if you don't have an inn. This is the Windy City, remember, where even among the homeless, it is the clout that counts. That part of the story coming up tomorrow, Bill and Linda, in page 4 of our diary.
We look forward to it. A lot of questions, and we'll be talking about it all week. Thanks, Walter.